What is the landscape? What is the landscape for you? The landscape is everything that surrounds us: cities, countryside, mountains, sea, roads, buildings, fields, trees. It is the result of the interaction between nature and man, of how man has adapted to natural conditions to live and produce food for himself, his family, and the community. Different terrain shape, climate, water availability, and sunlight have led populations to find different solutions to adapt to the different natural conditions. Trade, conflicts, social structure on one hand, climate change, food shortages, and inundations on the other hand have prompted populations to alter the terrain over time, to adjust it to their requirements, and to restore it after catastrophic occurrences. Every population creates its own landscape. You experience it daily and perceive it differently from those who only spend a few hours there. Visitors for a day, for a month, today's or past tourists perceive the landscape differently from us who live it every day, because they come from different places and different cultures. Therefore, the landscape is a specific part of the territory as perceived by the populations, whose character derives from the action of natural and/or human factors and their interrelationships. Here we have reached the definition of landscape synthesized in the first article of the European Landscape Convention, drafted in Florence on October 20, 2000, and signed and ratified by 40 European Union countries in 2023. This is an extremely important definition and the foundation of our actions as citizens of Europe. To which landscapes does it apply? Only to some landscapes? The landscape is the living place of populations who live and modify it. Thus, the definition applies to all landscapes: natural, rural, urban, and for urban, whether they are of land, sea, lake, or river, as specified in the second article. But above all, it applies to those landscapes considered exceptional by some or many, and to ordinary ones, regardless of their state of preservation, whether good or degraded. What landscape do we want? Based on the quality of life inspirations of the populations, public authorities are committed to formulating landscape quality objectives, which designate the quality of the landscape they want to achieve in the short, medium, and long term. And it is in this sense that the Convention invites the signatory states and populations to act to promote the safeguarding, management, and planning of landscapes, and to organize European cooperation in the field of landscape, as stated in Article 3. Let's now focus on these three key actions that the Convention defines. When a community recognizes a landscape as part of its heritage because it attributes it historical, cultural, environmental, or social value, then it is important that this landscape is safeguarded in its current conditions to be transmitted to future generations. Without protection, future generations won't benefit from the landscape shaped by ongoing transformations, as the society living in it modifies it to meet their own needs and ensure its continued manifestation over time. The landscape is constantly changing. This change cannot be stopped, but it can be guided in such a way that it responds to needs shared by a large part of society and that are also sustainable. Every change must indeed respond to the objectives of sustainable development. Looking at the long-term transformation, it is possible to recover degraded landscapes and improve their quality, making them accessible to a large part of the population. The European Landscape Convention aims to increase everyone's awareness in recognizing landscapes. It thus urges us to acknowledge and enhance the everyday life landscapes, as they are the locations of our life. We have the right to live in places of good quality and the duty to take care of them together.